Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and today we are going to track a few expenses and also do our wins for hashtag Wednesday. So let's just get right into it. I'm here working in my Happy Planner, and in case you're wondering how I do my setup in here, I'll just link it up above. So this first tab just brings me right into my expense tracker. And my goal is to always track all the money movement that I got going on. So I have a tracker for basically everywhere where I have money. Online accounts, envelopes, folders, things like that. But anyway, so we have a few things that came out of our checking account. And this is a checking account cushion. I struggle with the checking account cushions, and I honestly shouldn't have a checking account cushion, but I don't know, guys. Sometimes it's like I'm really nervous about like making sure there's nothing in my account just in case things do come up, but then I end up spending money and then I'm like, I should have just moved it. But anyways, in this case it worked both ways. So I have over here just a list of things that I know I spent money on. So on the 19th, was it the 19th? Yes, at night. Yes, the 19th at night, after my husband got home, because we only have one vehicle, friends, we went to Lowe's, and after I came back from my workout, and this is household, but this is also unbudgeted because we did not budget for this. This was $14, and this was for an air filter for our AC. Our AC, friends, is still kind of having an issue, so I had to call the AC people back. So they're coming on Friday to check everything out. They say I might need to have it fully serviced and this other thing might need to be replaced. So friends, my emergency fund might be depleted again, including maybe even, I don't know, we will see. I am getting paid this weekend. This Thursday and this Friday, so hopefully my emergency fund won't be completely at zero, but that's probably going to cover if they have to do anything else. Last time it was just a small electrical issue with my thermometer, but now it just seems like it's just not pumping air. But we did change the air filter just in case, like, it was changed at the time that they came to look at our AC, but we went ahead and changed it again just in case, like, maybe it was on us, and maybe, we have dogs, maybe that was the issue, but it wasn't. So we got this air filter just in case, but no, that did not fix the problem. Okay, and then that day as well, we also stopped at Sonic. This is also unbudgeted. Guys, I'm still on the unbudgeted train for July. If you're new to my channel, this is why I track, and this is why I budget as well, because I am a recovering shopping addict. So there's a lot of unbudgeted, and I don't feel, me personally, friends, I don't feel like nervous or weird about sharing this, because I feel that it's realistic and it's my life, right? So this is what happens, and maybe this is what can bring better understanding to why I do the things that I do, and why I have this channel is to hold myself accountable. This is the reason why I need to track my expenses as well. Okay, so these both were unbudgeted, but both of these items are unbudgeted. However, at the end of the month, I'm going to try to categorize the unbudgeted items. So I'm going to see what was food, what was like fun or food, and then what was groceries or any household stuff. So I will have a better idea next month on what my budget should look like for these items, right? Because that's the whole reason why I track, to make my budgeting more realistic to myself. So this is correct. Now, it says in my cash envelopes I should still have $7, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Filofax just to make sure that Kat didn't go in here and spend any money. Okay, so we have $50 here, but this is actually going to go into another place. So I'll let you guys know what I was going to do with that. So no, there's nothing in gas, there's money in there, okay. All right, so this says 7, so we should have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Did I miscount that? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is this is why I do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting, friends. And a little weird. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. That's so weird. That's weird. It's so weird. Okay, because I just did this. Okay, so I guess I'll just put $6 in here. And then I'll just put withdraw $1. And I have no idea where this $1 went, friends. But if you know me, you know that there's been a mystery with the Mystery 5. It's lost. Who knows what happened to that Mystery 5? For a long time, that had been like a big thing, the Mystery 5. And then also we have this 50. So what I was going to do, friends, this actually came out in my family envelope. And I thought, I don't want to spend my checking account cushion on these air filters. So I might just take it out of family. I'm like, because we're not going to have family come visit us for a while. So it was a sinking fund that I was trying to start and get funded, but then decided, you know what, that could come out of here. But then I just decided I'm just going to use the checking account cushion. So I was originally going to use the family sinking fund to buy the air filters, but then decided not to. So we're going to put these back in here. So in here, I just have everything for the sake of organization. So I have my placeholders, I have my savings challenges in here, and then I have my sinking funds. So this was in family. You see, 50. And I was just going to update this with you guys if I would have spent this, but I didn't. So I'm putting this back in here. Okay. So we are all good, but friends, I do have a doctor's appointment actually tomorrow, so I'll be updating you guys on that because it should be fully covered by our insurance. We will see if it is fully covered, and you guys will basically know. So this is weird. I have no idea what happened to this, or if I miscounted the first time. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe I spent 50 on gas instead of 20. I don't know, friends, but I'm just going to put unbudgeted because I have no idea where this $1 went. I seriously have no idea where that $1 went. But anyways, everything else has stayed the same. Sinking funds has stayed the same. Our mortgage checking account still stays the same. Our savings is the same. But this all might change coming this weekend or this Friday, as we're having other things that are going on, as my doctor's appointment, and then also our AC. So we will see. But I am getting paid on Thursday, so we're going to have to budget that paycheck and also the paycheck for Friday. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do our wins for the week of the 15th through the 21st. One of my first wins is that I am adjusting to my new routine, if I can even spell routine. If you know me, for the longest time, I have been a morning person. So I have always done my routines in the morning, early in the morning. I would wake up at 4:30, work out, do everything in the morning. Now it has switched to evenings. And you might say, have you guys ever read that book, Miracle Morning? Well, the author says that you can take the concept and place it anywhere in the area where you can do it, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be in the morning, although most people do have the most time in the morning. Me personally, the reason why I don't do in the morning is because the resources for me to be able to do the things that I need to do in the morning aren't there because we're short a vehicle. So instead, what has happened is I switched all the things I used to do in the morning to the evening, and it's actually working out pretty good, and I'm actually getting more sleep, which has helped me. Also, I have finally got back on my workout routine as well, so I've been consistent with my workouts. I have started my stretching habits. I also have meal prepped 3 meals for 7 days for both my husband and me. So last Saturday I made 35 burritos, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast I made chorizo and egg. For lunch I just made beans, rice, and cheese, and I made mozzarella roll-ups for dinner for my husband. He loves burritos, so that works perfectly for him. He can just pick out the burrito he wants for that day, put it in his lunchbox, and he's ready to go. And as for me, I'm working on my health and kind of like detoxing and my gut. So I have been following a just more recipes that help you with your gut health. So I have been doing a lot of soups, a lot of different recipes that I have never ate before, basically things that are easier to digest, and that's something that I really want to implement into maybe even my channel and into my life, because for me that is the most important, and my coaches believe in it, I believe in it, and I really want to make sure that my gut is healthy. Okay. So my husband's eating burritos, I'm doing different recipes, but they're easy, and I will hopefully share that maybe this weekend. Then when I do the next meal prep for the week, different recipes for my gut and gut health. Okay. Next, another win for me is that my credit score is getting higher, and I'm super proud of myself, friends, because in the past I have been a person that has not been diligent with paying off things, because I was in the beginning of my horrible in the beginning. It was really rocky for me in my financial journey, because I was basically a high school student, and that just got into college. I did not know how to manage money at all. I lived on my own. I did a lot of money mistakes, and I did not pay a lot of things back, and that really ruined my credit score for a long time. I had to work hard on things like hard on rebuilding that credit, and also being realistic, right? Because a lot of times, especially the cat back then, the very young adult, maybe even teenager still, it's hard to imagine that you can't have things because honestly you can't afford them, and that for me was hard to accept. And so I just spent, I just swiped my card everywhere, and I wanted a certain type of lifestyle, but I couldn't have that lifestyle because I couldn't afford it. And that realization for me was really hard to accept, especially at that age. So I made a lot of mistakes. So now, moving forward, 6 years now, I have learned that, I can't buy that type of vehicle because I can't afford that vehicle. I can't afford that, so I shouldn't be buying that. So right now in my life, I don't have any credit cards. I do have debt. I do have a truck loan. We paid off our other vehicle loan, then it got stolen, then we sold it. We did purchase a home. I still have student loan debt, but right now we don't have any credit cards, and that is big for us because that means that we really are realistic with what we can afford, and if we can't afford something at the time, then we can't buy it, right? And we always have to live within our means, and if there's something we can't do, we just can't do it. So this is a really big one for me, my credit score being up and high, and finally feeling like I'm like responsible and like a trustworthy person when it comes to the bank and things like that. It took me a while, but here I am. And you know what, I'm glad that I took that deep fall really early instead of really late, if that makes sense. Okay, a next big win for me is that I have started reading, and I love to read, and as adults sometimes you can, fall off of reading, or I don't know, but I started reading again, and I'm almost halfway through my book, and I just bought it. So reading as a couple. My husband also picked up a book for himself, and we read as a couple, and it's nice. So what we're doing is now we're going to buy one book a month. I'm going to choose one, he's going to choose one for himself, and then the next month we're going to switch. So he's going to read the book that I chose for myself to read, and I'm going to read the book that he's read. So it's going to be a fun thing. All right, and if I can think of anything else, what would it be? I think, friends, that another thing is just tracking my expenses. And I think really, friends, is taking ownership for my decisions. If I can even spell decision, sorry, friends. And I think that's a big one. I think for many of us, it might be scary writing down our expenses, especially on camera, or maybe even, you don't even want to do that for yourself. But in the end of the day, I'm taking ownership for the things that I do, and and to me, friends, it's a learning experience. So it's just making it, fun for me, and it's just a little laugh, and it's just a way to kind of relate, right? Because sometimes we might do things and it might feel like we need to just forget about our budget and restart next month, right? If you have done things like me where I have just been in the unbudgeted train all month, in the past it would have been easy for me to say, you know what, let's just forget about the budget this month, I'll just start over next month. But now I'm just saying, you know what, no, it is what it is, and this is what my budget and my expenses look like this month, and it's okay. So that's a big one for me, not to feel bad, just taking ownership and just accepting it is what it is and moving forward. Anyways, friends, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope I didn't keep you guys too long. I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.